Let's talk about the Ridge 29, the Ozark Trail 29-inch Ridge men's mountain bike, available at Walmart in sized frames. I'll put a link down in the description. Remember, using links on this channel, a great way to support the channel without costing you anything extra. Today I want to talk about not just the Ridge, but upgrades for the Ridge. It's a bike practically built for upgrading. It has the basic necessities for entry-level trail riding, dipping your toe in the water without spending all your money. You can spend $398 and you get a fork that's going to ride these green trails. You get good mountain bike bars with a good width. I mentioned that frame. Completely expandable, and the Ozark Trail branding, I feel, absolutely perfect for a mountain bike. A well-built frame at that, and sized, if I haven't already mentioned it. A usable derailleur, and a cassette. This isn't a go over everything again video, because I already have a review. I recommend you go watch that and then come back here, because all this will make more sense. Today, I want to talk about what upgrades are needed on this bike. A lot of people sinking a lot of money into it, and that's fine. But when I have people going, hey, did you know? Yeah, because I've been doing that for years here on the channel. $3,500 into a Mongoose and made it into a bike that I feel is great. But the fact that better riders feel that this one is worthy, well, that says something. For me, though, I want to talk about realistic upgrades. The average rider that's dipping their toe in the water buying this bike, what upgrades are absolutely needed, and what can you get away with not buying, at least if you want to start out on green trails. Now, obviously, if you are a super experienced rider, this does not qualify. But hear me out, an expandable bike potentially built for upgrading. What would I do to this out of the box as a new rider? Well, only one thing, and not a fancy thing. These are the factory pedals, and they are horrible for riding mountain bike trails because they're slippery. And these are definitely not the worst of the worst plastic pedals. And don't think, oh, well, they're giving you something cheap on this bike. Even multi-$1,000 bikes sometimes don't even come with pedals, because when it comes to mountain biking and trail riding, it's assumed that you're going to upgrade to better pedals as one of the first upgrades. The first upgrade is what I always go at it with. And that's why I swapped these. I took these off and I put on something better. And I did this super cheap. And the reason I went yellow, not because I thought it would match everything, but because these were on sale. Shop savvy, shop smart. You found a great bike for $398. If you can get some good pedals super cheap, then you're really in the game. And these were on sale for $18 and I think 19 cents. With another $2 off coupon. So just a little bit over $16 for these pedals. If you watch this channel, you're gonna know these. These are Fookers. They're knockoffs of Race Face Chesters, a pedal that I really do love. And don't believe the people that say these aren't good. They are very, very good pedals. Yes, they are a clone. Look, I'm all about saving money. I don't get into the whole intellectual property game, because who knows that this wasn't a borrowed design from Race Face. And they just happened to be the first ones that made it popular. I don't know, don't really care. I do know these are good pedals. You can get them in these 3-bearing or with needle bearings. It's been, I think, $5 extra. And I think they're good, and I've had people say, well, these aren't rebuildable. You can't get parts for these. Well, I've been riding Fookers for years and haven't had any more or any less trouble than I have had with very expensive pedals. So I think they're good. And if you talk about rebuilding pedals, just start calling around, because I did. I called some bike shops and I said, hey, I need a rebuild kit for a Race Face Chester pedal. And more often than not, I got laughed at, because they said people just buy new pedals. So that's what I did here. I bought new pedals, and I bought Fookers, shopped budget. They work great, and they're really going to open this bike up. When it comes to riding on green trails, you're not slipping around all over the place. Sure footing is a must when you're riding trails, especially if you start pushing it just that little bit harder. Start doing anything other than basic riding, because let's face it, when you start out, a lot of us, we're going real slow. And surprisingly, that real slow, that needs some pegs too here to keep your foot in place so that you're not slipping around, because a foot off at an unexpected moment, that can cause a crash. And trust me, I'm a person my shoulder can attest in my 6 months of therapy that even slow speed crashes can be damaging to the human body. So get some good pedals. And you may have already spotted, well, wait a minute, you have 2 upgrades, 2 things that are yellow. Yeah, I went ahead and I bought these because I caught these on sale too. Can you believe under $28 for these Corky lock-on grips and these Fooker yellow pedals? Lightning deals on Amazon. And by the way, I'll put a link down in the description to my Amazon shop. And that Amazon shop of mine, not products that I'm shilling for, it's products that I have purchased and used myself, like these. If I use it and I've bought it, I'll put a link to it there. Another great way to support the channel. Wow, that's really blurry. Let's see if we can get a good focus in. There we go. The moral of this video, and I'm going to wrap it up here so I can get back on the trail before it gets super hot. Just a little bit of money and one basic upgrade. Go for some pedals. You can turn this Ozark Trail into a very fun and capable mountain bike for, what would that be, $398? And what did I say? $16 and change for these pedals. Now usually when they run those lightning sales, it's whatever color is available, but to be honest, this bike being gray, you can get away with anything. Any color is going to pretty much go with it. It's a mountain bike. Really shouldn't be in it caring for the look anyway. You're in it for the ride. And this is a bike built for the ride. Now more capable for very, very little money with new pedals. And that's today's video. My one upgrade that I would do to this bike. Don't worry about the multi-$1,000 stuff when you can do a $16 stuff and make it way better. And in this case, what you're seeing here, $28 under $28 worth of parts, grips and pedals, a marked difference from the factory. Didn't think the factory grips were too bad, but these Corkies, they're quite comfortable, especially when they're just a few dollars. So there you go, that's today's video. Comment below with what you think. Have you upgraded your Ozark Trail, and did you start with pedals? I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Thanks for watching KevCentral, and have a great day.